So hi everybody, today I'm doing a pretty big book haul. There's been a lot of sales on lately, and there's just been a lot of good books that have come out lately as well, and as you already probably know, I have absolutely no control over the ability to walk into a mall that has a bookstore, not go into that bookstore, and come out with at least one book. So there's actually over 30 books to show right now, but a lot of them were on sale, or if they weren't on sale, they were on a buy three get the fourth free deal, or they were bought with points that were collected on my rewards card for the local bookstore. So that's why there's over 30 books. So on some of them you can actually see the black mark that signifies that they're on sale. I think you can see that on the video. So, but other than that, they're all in pretty good condition. The first one here is Hereafter by Tara Hudson. I think this one is about ghosts. Some of the books, I'm actually not quite sure what they're about. They were just kind of impulse buys that I know that I've had friends who have said that they were good, and I've always wanted to read them. So whenever the books are like $3 or $4, that's a pretty good time to try and see if you're going to like them or not. And I have Angel Burn by L.A. Weatherly, Hourglass and Timepiece by Myra and McEntire, Vortex by Julie Cross, and this is the sequel to Tempest, Lies Beneath by Anne Greenwood Bram, Dance of the Red Death by Bethany Griffin, and this is the sequel to Mask of the Red Death, Of Triton by Anna Banks, which is the sequel to Of Poseidon, I believe. Yes, Of Poseidon. This one I am very excited about, Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo, which is the sequel to Shadow and Bone, which I read and I loved, so I cannot wait to get around to reading this book. Icons by Margaret Stoll. Then I also picked up the box set of the Percy Jacksons and the Olympian series. So there's Lightning Thief, The Sea of Monsters, The Titan's Curse, The Battle of the Labyrinth, and The Last Olympian. I read The Lightning Thief. It was in my June to-be read list, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm excited to get to the rest of the series. Then I have The Elite by Kiera Cass, which is the sequel to The Selection. Sweet Peril by Wendy Higgins, which is the sequel to Sweet Evil. Uprising by Jessica Therrien, which is the sequel to Oppression. Sapphire Blue by Kirsten Gear, which is the sequel to Ruby Red. There's a lot of sequels in the pile of books. A Beautiful Evil by Kelly Keaton, which is the sequel to Darkness Becomes Her. Valkyrie Rising by Ingrid Paulson. This is not the sequel to anything. Taking Chances and From Ashes by Molly McAdams. Dare You To by Katie McGary, and this is the sequel to Pushing the Limits. Starkissed by Brynna Gabrielson. Falling Into You by Jasinda Wilder. Lost and Found by Nicole Williams, and if you've watched the May wrap-up video, then you've already seen this book because I have already read it. I just haven't shown it in a haul yet. The Host by Stephenie Meyer, which I picked up at the used bookstore, but it is in really good condition. There's no... the spine isn't even broken on this book. So I'm excited to read that one because I have seen the movie. The movie was actually pretty decent, so I'm hoping that I enjoy it. Our Song by Jordana Freiberg. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Life After Theft by Aprilyn Pike. The Keep by Veronica Wolff, and this is the 4th book in the Watchers series. And I am really enjoying these books, and I really like the covers. The cover models on them are very good looking. Spirit by Brigid Kemmerer, which if you watched, I believe it was the March wrap-up, I have read an ARC copy of this, so I wanted to own the actual finished copy. Goddess by Josephine Angelini, which is the last book in the Starkissed series. And then from Simon & Schuster, I ended up getting an arc of Smoke by Ellen Hopkins, and this is a sequel to Burned. So this book comes out, I believe, September 3rd. So I am rereading Burned because that one was released in like 2006. I read it at one point. I remember really enjoying it, but I wanted to refresh myself on that book before I got around to reading that one. So I am going to read Burned this month as well. So those are all the books that I have gotten recently, and I haven't bought any books since these ones. So hopefully I can kind of control myself a little bit, but I know there's a lot more books coming out this summer, so chances of that are pretty slim. So that's all for now. If you've seen any books in here that you've read, tell me about them in the comments. I would love to know if you've enjoyed any of them. So I'll see everybody next time.